Okay, good morning. Welcome to
FamilyMath number 1041.
Myth 1041. So we just watched Grant Sanderson's great video on pandemic and virus spreading, and I'm just going to go talk about it with each of you. What were some things that you found interesting in that video?
Well, it talked about, first they explained the type of models it used. Talked about a SIR model.
Okay, so the SIR model, yeah, those are very common models for looking at pandemics. Okay, what did you think was interesting about the SIR model?
Well, it grouped them into three cases, and I thought it would have separated them into, grouped the population into three different groups, and I thought you would need more groups to represent this type of pandemic.
Okay, what were the three groups? Why don't you write them down?
So you had the susceptible group. These are people who are at risk to contract the virus.
Okay.
The infectious people.
All right.
Who have the virus.
Okay.
And then the recovered, or is sometimes called the removed group.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the people who have recovered from the virus or have died from the virus, so they're sort of removed from getting it again.
Okay, and so you said you thought there might be more than three groups.
Yeah, in the past, people who have recovered from the virus only have immunity from it or for a short period of time, so they can get it again.
All right. Yeah, so maybe you could actually be in the removed group.
Only for a short period of time.
Yeah, that's a very good point. But you're right. All of these models that talk about pandemics or virus spreading are going to make some simplifying assumptions because you can't individually model each person.
Yeah.
And you also, really don't know how many groups there are, like these susceptible, infectious, and removed. Maybe there's more, like you said. That's good observation. All right. What else did you think was interesting?
It talked about some techniques that you could use to mitigate the spread.
Okay.
Or that a population could use.
All right. So what were some of those ideas?
So you can quarantine people who have it. You can use social distancing. And you can use travel restrictions.
Okay.
Those were the three things that he looked at.
All right. So what did you think was interesting about his results when he looked at these?
So there were a few different things. Quarantine was by far the most effective.
Okay.
Social distancing was effective, but only if it's done early enough and if people actually do it.
Yeah.
So even like a 10% reduction in the amount of people who do it from 100% to 90% causes the virus to spread a lot more.
Yeah. Why do you think that is, by the way? Why do you think even a small reduction in social distancing or a small number of people, I don't know what to say, call it cheating or just not following the rules there, why do you think that causes the virus to spread?
Well, then those people can get the virus and then spread it to people who are doing it, because even the people that are social distancing will sometimes accidentally bump into people, and that can cause the spread too.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
let's talk about the quarantines. What did you notice about the quarantine idea?
Well, obviously it's most effective if you get if your testing is 100% effective, but even if it's not, it's still very good at stopping the spread, because you're cutting down on the number of cases by the amount, the percentage that your testing is effective.
Yeah. And one of the things that's hard about that for this virus is you don't show symptoms for like 5 days or 7 days or something like that. So even if you have it, you don't even know you have it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty. That makes the quarantine hard for this virus. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else you thought was interesting in the video?
They also talked about, they put some sort of variations on it. They adjusted the infection radius, so like, I guess in social distancing, that's how far apart you need to be in order, like, if somebody sneezes, then that's how far you need to be away to not get the virus.
Mm-hmm.
They adjusted the infection rate, so if you're in that radius, and there's a certain chance that you'll get it, they adjusted that. And they also added multiple communities.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that was really interesting.
And they added central hubs, like a grocery store, that people have a tendency to go towards.
Mm-hmm.
And when these two were combined and there was travel between the communities, once the virus reached the central hub, it spread very quickly to all the other central hubs in all of the communities.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes it very hard. When the world's really connected, it makes it really hard to stop. So what did you think of this video overall?
I thought it was very neat. It was a nice, easy way to look at it and see which techniques are really good at stopping the spread.
Yeah. All right, cool. Good job, man.